Hi, welcome to another episode of Driving in the Ports. Let's get right into it. Today, we are going to the TraPac port. This is a real work trip that took place on a cool, gloomy day of May 2026. If you're a new driver hauling containers in LA County, or just want to see how the magic happens, you're in the right place. We're going inside the TraPac terminal to walk you through exactly what it takes to complete a standard run, step by step, from a driver's point of view. It's 8:20 a.m., and our official time starts right now. Step 1 is the ID checkpoint. There's always a guard stationed here. If everything looks good, they'll wave you through. But keep in mind, they have the power to turn you away on the spot if they catch a problem. Step 2 is the in-gate pedestal. Here, you'll talk to a clerk over the speaker. Make sure to have all your info ready ahead of time, and they'll print out your transaction tickets with instructions on where to go. I got my tickets incredibly fast, and it's only 8:25 a.m. The first ticket says to follow the blue line to drop the empty container, and the second says to follow the pink line to block 1. Nice and easy. You can't get any simpler than that. Now that I have my tickets, I am stopping right here by the trouble window parking lot. This is the perfect, safe spot to get out and unlock your chassis pins. While in here, you'll see this sign guiding the way, blue line and pink line, heading off in that direction. Take a quick walk over to the trouble window to check out the yard map. It's always good to preview the layout, even if the map itself is a bit outdated. Notice how the numbered blocks start way in the back. Blocks 1 to 4 are back here, and 7 to 15 are along this side. The ground stack section works the same way. The layout might change slightly, but it is still organized by the standard port format you are used to. Block A, Block B, and Block C running in sequence. Here we go. Let's follow the blue line. Once you arrive with the clerk, they'll give you the exact spot where you need to go to drop your container. As a side note, if you don't see a clerk right away, just hang tight at the stop sign. The clerks are probably working on something else in the yard, but they will always be back eventually. The clerk's instructions are, go to Block V, and there are 2 machines working over there today, so things should move pretty quickly. Here it is. Block V. Once here, you have to make eye contact with the machine operator, and they will signal what to do. Today, it was move forward to the second machine. The empty container was dismounted at 8:40 a.m. Next, just follow the pink line to block 1, as the transaction ticket says. Once on the pink line path, I highly recommend you are always on the lookout for this yard sign. The system in here is 3 lanes of truck traffic, and that sign tells you exactly which lane you need to be in based on your assigned block number.
There's no traffic today, so I was able to move right up to the pedestal with no waiting lines at all. Keep in mind, when your ticket says Block 1, you must go to Pedestal 1. Don't go to a different pedestal. Your container is not there, and you will just get lost in the system. You have to be in your assigned block.
When the screen lights up green, it tells me, please proceed to Block 1, and it is time to go. Here it is, Block 1. If you saw my last video at the Long Beach port, you know that drivers have to back up into similar narrow lanes. At LBCT, you only get about 2 inches of space between the curb and your truck tires, but here at TraPac, you get closer to 10 inches. This is a lot more ideal and takes away a ton of anxiety. In this port, they have these automated cranes, and drivers have to stand in this little safety booth while the machines are working. Drivers are not allowed to stay inside the truck cabin while the cranes are operating. And here comes the crane now. The loaded container was mounted at 9:08 a.m. While you're standing in the booth, they have this little sign down here with small lights. It's very simple and looks similar to a traffic signal with a red, blue, and green light. Always keep a lookout for these helpful signs at the safety booth. Now it is time to lock the chassis pins and send updates to dispatch. A mandatory pit stop at the potty before hitting the road, and then we are driving straight to the exit. Once you reach the exit gate, stop at the pedestal, get your exit ticket, double check that it is the correct one. Exit 9:25 a.m. That was an ideal trip on a slow day, which made it perfect for filming this tutorial. However, on a busier day, this exact same transaction can take multiple hours. Just stick to the basics and you'll be fine.
For those who have seen my older videos, you know the blue line is not at the same spot where it was a year ago. It just goes to show that the ports are always evolving and making improvements. You don't know what has changed until you roll past the gates. The biggest takeaway here is to always stay sharp, patient, and ready to adapt on the spot. Thank you so much for coming along with me on another successful trip.